Hello again, I'm Marie, and in this video I want to show you how to model and customize your character with the free Blender MPFB2 add-on. In the last video I showed you the add-on and how to use it in general. We did not look into the modeling, so I want to do this here this time. Okay, let's go. So here we are in Blender 4.5 LTS version with MPFB2 installed. So on the side panel we have this MPFB tab. When we go to new human, we select from scratch. We don't care about all these settings here because we can later change them. We just click on create human. So in order to model and in order to apply assets, we need to give our character a rig. Let's quickly do this. I choose the Rigify rig as always and do not generate a control rig because it will be a bit in the way when modeling. What I do now is, for the policy of YouTube's sake, I will give the character some clothes. Normally we would not do this at this stage because it's easier modeling the character when the clothes are not yet attached. Okay, so we have our character and we can go to the shader view, add some skin to make it look a bit more like a human being. Yeah, this one. Give her eyes and eyebrows and eyelashes. And now we can start modeling. We go here to the modeling tab and select the character and first put refit assets to base mesh, hoping that it will refit. No, it does not work. So let me quickly fix it with a quick and dirty workaround. Okay. We are here in the modeling tab. What we can do now, first we can adjust these general settings. The first one, they call it gender. However, it's not about the grammatical category, but about body shape. So we could like go from a more male shape to a more female shape and then refit assets to base mesh to adjust the clothing and the eyes and everything again. This slider here says age. We can adjust how muscular the body is, like from very muscular to not very muscular. Okay, I don't show the entire body because we will always get into conflict with the YouTube policy when the character is very muscular. We can adjust the muscles here, like with lots of muscles or with not so many muscles. The default is always in the middle in between. And this is important when we play with the next slider with the weight. Let's say we have lots of muscles and a lot of weight. That means all the weight is muscles. When we bring this slider down, the muscle slider, and lots of weight, then most of the weight is not muscles. So we can play with all sorts of body shapes here. Then we can adjust the height, like make the character very tall. However, when you put the height to 1 and you go to the items tab, you see it's 2.29 meters, which is like a lot. So I would normally not use these extremes. See here, 1.77 meters. That's a normal size for a person. And the proportions. The proportions is just the body shape. So next thing, the arms. I will not go through all settings, but just show you some of them. By the way, this one is not part of the standard system asset. I downloaded it from the community assets, so standard will be that you don't have it, but you can install it from the community page. Not sure what it does when we adjust the sliders. Yeah, it somehow makes some minor adjustments to the elbows. So let's have a look at the arm. The lower arm fat, decrease, increase, and it's asymmetrical. Yeah, we have the left arm and the right arm. If we want symmetry, we can check left-right symmetry, and then all these sliders will affect both sides of the character. So we have fat in the arm, muscles in the arm, lower arm, and then somewhere we have the upper arm. Make it bigger. These again are not pre-installed, they are downloadable from the community assets, like shape of the hand, like this for example, or the armpits, like these are like special assets. This again is part of the standard system assets, so like increasing muscles for example in the upper arm, and so on. Just go around, play with the settings, find out how it works, and you can do it with all parts of the bodies. You can make the fingers bigger or smaller, can change the distance between the fingers so the hand is wider or more slim, more narrow. What's this? The length of the fingers, we can also change them, which is a bit extreme, but like this could be vertical, and then what's that? Just makes the hand, like the lower arm, a bit longer, and the wrists. Let's have a look at the facial features. We can also adjust these, like the nose. Does this do? Oh, looks like a Klingon. This. So you see there is endless variations possible with your (3D) character. Yeah. The mouse, like change the shape around the mouth, change the lower lip, height of the lower lip, then we also have the scale settings for the entire mouse, like very big one or very small one. And so on. So we can make very, very individual characters. And I forgot the hair, so let's just quickly add some hair. Let's find a nice hair. I mean, a lot of these assets are ugly. Maybe I should throw them out, but some are. Yeah, this is not too bad. Another one which looks quite cool is this one. I use it a lot. What about that? You must always unequip it when you add a new one, because otherwise they will just stack on top of each other. I don't know if this is a bug or is a feature, but it is like it is. Okay, nice. And here we go. We have our human character created. So I think now you are familiar with the basics of modeling in MPFB. It's all non-destructive, so you can always change it later in the process if you like. as long as you keep your meta rig. Don't delete the meta rig. You will need the meta rig, otherwise you will not be able to apply any assets or to model your character anymore. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if you're interested in more useful tips and tricks on Blender and MPFB and character rigging and animation, please leave a like and a subscribe, and we will not see each other in the next video. You will see me in the next video. That's what I wanted to say. Bye bye!